First of all, Hariam, Hariam, sir. First of all, I would like to thank our ashram, our Swamiji, Swami Gambhirananda and Swami Vajrapani, through whom I started taking this Yoga Sutra class. So we have participants from our ashram also. And I would like to thank Nipashaji, who initiated this program to start. She's the first person who contacted and asked me, like, would you like to take? So I'm really thankful to her. And I would like to thank Urdhvam Ascending Yoga, Kaushik Ji's institute, where I think some people are there from there. And I also would like to thank Sri R.A. Sharma ji from Hyderabad. So his institute people also here. So due to Nipasha ji's initiative, we thought to combine all those things because we can accommodate 100 people in Zoom. And we thought, like, why don't we make it as an introduction to all? So actually this Yoga Sutra is a 60 hours course we are doing in our ashram. It runs for 5 to 6 months. So what we are going to do in the 60 hours course, we are compressing to 5 hours. So you'll be wondering, what will I do? See, if we say the outline, if you know the menu, you know what to order in a restaurant, right? So we are going to see the menu. When we read the menu, you will understand how beautiful things are there. Then it will inspire you to go deeper inside. And for SVYASA participants, I assure you that you can call me anytime. You can post message in our group where you formed. I would be happy to clarify and help you anything regarding Yoga Sutra. First of all, Yoga Sutra is a very, very easy subject. It's reverse. People always say any subject, right from 5th standard. I remember any subject teacher comes to the class. First thing is, English, this is very difficult. Up to 4th standard, it is easy. 5th standard, it is difficult. Then mathematics teacher will come. Maths is very, very difficult. Actually, Yoga Sutra is very easy, provided you get a right teacher. So we made a slide from layman point of view. If you don't know anything about Yoga Sutra, I don't know anything about Sanskrit. If you come here, you can learn. It will mesmerize you. It will get you into kind of addiction. You will start reading all the text. That we can guarantee. What I want to spend 1 minute about how I got into Yoga Sutra. When I started 6 years back, I was into 2018. I resigned my job and I came full time into yoga. So the first institute I studied, Yoga Sutra was a compulsory subject. I was not knowing. I was thinking yoga means asana. So I just joined. When they joined, then they asked me to buy a chanting book. Yoga chanting book. And I opened, I don't know anything in Sanskrit. So many sutras. Then the teacher came and said, you need to memorize all these sutras and you are going to study this. I paid fees and all. How to escape? Now, if they have told me before admission, you have to read all this Sanskrit and you need to, this is a subject, kind of a philosophy which has a Sanskrit base and you need to learn, I would have never joined the course. I have so much apprehension about Sanskrit. I know only Tamil and English. I don't know anything else, not even Hindi. So I was finding it so difficult before starting the class itself. The moment they started, it was difficult because it was not spoon feeding. So from there, I learned how to make it so simple. So when I started learning, so I came to first, second semester, I got maximum mark in Yoga Sutra. It attracted me, not because of Sanskrit, because of the depth of knowledge which is there. It is there in every text. Not only Yoga Sutra, every text. But this text contains everything about mind, about life, about karma, about past janma, future, present, everything it is there. I was thinking, how come I would have missed this? By God's grace, I got into it. Even now, I do not know anything in Sanskrit except few words in the Yoga Sutra. But this will open our life. I guarantee you. If you come for this, you can see this course 5 hours. Then we will see other things later. So I'm to get more effective into it. When we continue like this, another 1.5 session, maybe few people will get some benefit. In the Zoom, they have introduced a new, not AI companion. It's a normal intelligence companion. There is a switch is there. When you press that switch, your capability to absorb things will increase 10 times. You know that switch? Anybody know the switch? Which switch is this? Nobody knows. Using Zoom. There is something called video on. Video on. You put the video on, no, you will be here. You will not do multitasking. In yoga, there is no multitasking. You know it? Yoga means keeping your mind focused at one point. When the video is on, there is manas and buddhi. We'll be discussing a lot in Yoga Sutra. Very, very relevant things in life. Manas is like child, always goes behind pleasure. Deviation it likes. Buddhi is a parent part of the mind, which says, stick here. Don't eat sweet. Manas say, no, I'll eat chocolate, I'll eat sweet, ice cream. Buddhi say, no. You should not eat. Similarly, when the video is off, Manas will say, okay, see the message, do that, do this. I'm fine with it. Anyway, I'm here 100%. But when you keep the video on, you are putting a lock to your manas. Your intellect will be here. You have to be here. You will be here, whether you like it or not. You like it. We'll make sure that. So when you put the video on, it is not benefit for us. It is benefit for you. You may think it is 1.5 hours. I feel this 1.5 hours is my life, not the time. Don't think 2 hours I passed. I never see, when I got into yoga full time, I'm seeing every minute as my life. I need to give my life. When I listen also, my life is there. I will listen as if this is the most important thing. This is one way to gain knowledge. Keep your focus here. Why we are not listening to music when we do asana? Focus will go somewhere on the film song, not on the action, not on the asana. So you never listen anything. Similarly, if you start doing every task in your life, that is the one and only task. Most important task, if you do, that gives lot of focus, dharana. So those possible, I'm not telling everyone, it's up to you. Somebody may be traveling, somebody don't want, I leave it to you. But it is my duty to say how effective it will be. Just try once. One program you do with video off. One program you attend with video on. You will see how much you will gain with video on. So it is your life. You have decided to spend 1.5 hours here. I am here 100%. If you are here 100% or not, you have to decide. If you are here part-time, 50% here, 50% somewhere, you will be losing. I will not be losing. Okay. This is a small request. So by this, we'll get into the session, and we will have a question answer break in between after 22 sutras. Because there is a break, it happens there. Then it shifts. That time we'll have a question. If you have any question, please write it down. I want you to ask as many questions as possible. We will spend after 9:30 or 9:20, we'll finish. And I'm here. I'm ready to sit up to 12 o'clock also to answer your question. If you have time, I have time. Okay. There is no question is a bad question. Every questions are eye-openers for you as well as for me. Okay. If you are willing, I'm here. So up to that, I'll give a small break, a 5 minutes break, question break, something. Only important question will address. Other thing, you write it. Maybe 9:20 or 9:25, we'll try to finish, and we'll spend maybe another half an hour, if you have time, on the question answer session. You can ask any question. Don't worry about it. Okay, fine. We'll get into the session now. So we need to understand why we are studying Yoga Sutras, why all of you are interested. Yes, Vyasa people will say, you know, sir, I have a subject in my semester. That's why I came here. Even if you don't have a subject, you will come to Yoga Sutra a little later. Because everyone has suffering. Anybody here? I don't have any suffering in my life. We want to see you. If you are that kind of person, I don't have any suffering, and get blessings from you. You know, you're a great person. No suffering means we will fall on your feet and take your blessings so that we will also follow your path. There is nobody in this world without suffering. Now, who is the cause of all suffering? No, you know, that person, this person, you know, my father, I told him to get admission in MBBS. He got me admission only in BSc or now MSc Yoga. We will point everyone. We are the cause of our own suffering, especially our mind. See, bodily suffering is temporarily, right? When you have a disease or illness, it is very temporary. But the mental suffering is eternal. We have not lived even one day without suffering. Is there anybody here? 24 hours I lived without any suffering of my mind. I was simply happy. I had a only smiling face. Not even one day in our life. So mind is a boon or curse. If you ask a question, most of us will say mind is a curse. Why? Because it is not giving me pleasure. Suppose mind gives me pleasure all the time, I will say mind is a boon. Is that true? If it is not giving me pleasure, why? I got a, what component I should say? I got a smart TV. Okay. I bought a smart TV, very, very smart TV, most advanced TV. Then I switched it on. It was coming, some channel is coming, but I don't know how to use it. I was so much tensed. I was trying for half an hour, 45 minutes or 1 hour. Then I throw the remote and just started going. You know whose problem it is? Is the problem with the TV? No, it's problem with me. What should I have done? I should have read the user manual, right? If I study the user manual, I will know how to use the TV. Otherwise, the TV is fantastic. I will not, I cannot use it. Similarly, the mind is fantastic. The most sophisticated gadget on this planet is one of the guru's words. He says, this is the most sophisticated gadget on this planet, but this gives suffering. Why? I never read the user manual of the mind. Where is the user manual? Even I don't know where is switch on and off, right? How many of you are switching off your mind when you go to sleep? Don't ask me, sir. I slept a long time back. Only in college, when I studied that time, I slept. Nowadays, sleep is not coming. Many people are like that. Why sleep is not coming? I don't know where the switch off button. If I know the switch off button, I can switch it off and sleep nicely. And I want to wake up, I switch on and come again. I don't even know that basic on off button. So, why Yoga Sutras? It deals with complete psychology of the mind, complete mechanics of the mind. You will understand the nature and functions of the mind, ways to control the mind, how to control my mind. Whenever you go to buffet or a birthday party or you have a cake or chocolate in front of you, there are two people fighting for it inside you. You know the two people? One is called Manas, other is called Buddhi. Manas will say, jump inside and eat the cake. Not just eat, jump inside and eat. Buddhi will say, don't eat. Last time you took, you got a stomach upset. Don't eat. If at all, eat little. Now these two guys are always fighting inside. If you satisfy one guy, other guy will get upset. You know, right? If you satisfy other guy, this guy will get upset. Suppose you ate a lot of cake, your buddhi will come while coming back from a party. You are an idiot person. I told you 100 times not to eat. Now you ate so much cake. Tonight itself, you are going to get stomach ache. Tomorrow, you are not going to get office. Your intellect is upset. Suppose you did not take anything. You took only one piece. Your manas will say, you are again a stupid person. One day cake eating, you mean to say you will get diabetes? You will get everything? You know what? That black, white, all forest is there. All kind of forest cake they bought. So much costly cake. They got it from a very famous place. One day eating, at least from tomorrow onwards, you would have left the cake itself. So these two people, very difficult to convince, and there is a way to convince them. Everything is there in Yoga Sutra, we are going to see. We have something different dimension, go beyond the mind. You can go beyond the mind and attain self-realization. So all these things, I've just put only 1 or 2 lines. Everything is there in Yoga Sutra. So to get into Yoga Sutra, there are 4 chapters. Okay, how to understand these 4 chapters? First, we should know that. Let's understand there are 2 entrances in a temple. 2 steps are there, here. So these 2 steps you can enter through any step and go to near God and pray. So the 2 entrances are called chapter 1, chapter 2. One is called Samadhi Pada, other is called Sadhana Pada. Chapter 1, chapter 2. When you get into Samadhi and Sadhana Pada, when you start practicing, practice means not only the 1 hour asana pranayama practice. Thinking all the time about mukti moksha and doing some internal practice, that is actual practice. What you do 24/7. You gain lot of power. Supernatural powers and all a yogi will get. That is discussed in Vibhuti Pada. Because when you enter the temple, go to the God, when you pray, let's say you pray God and God gives you a lot of power. So all the powers, supernatural powers, how to use it, how not to use it. how the powers are coming, how a yogi turns a stone into a diamond. It's possible technically. Those are all discussed in Vibhuti Pada. And Kaivalya Pada is the last Pada. If you wisely use, if you rightly use your all siddhis, powers, and if you are not interested into materialistic thing, then you will attain Kaivalyam. That is Mukti, Moksha, self-realization, liberation. Whichever word you call, that is called Kaivalyam. So it will be tempted. In Vibhuti Pada, you will be tempted. Like, they will give you a lot of sweet. And you are so fond of sweet, then you should not show any interest. You should not act. When you act with God, He will find out. Okay. When you act with people, they will get cheated. But if you really get matured, then you get Kaivalyam. So the Kaivalya Pada talks about the summary of important concepts of all the three Padas, and it talks about Moksha little more. So these are the 4 chapters. We are going to see all the 4 chapters in this 5 hours course. Okay. Suppose the course extends one class here and there, please bear with me, because we don't know what kind of questions are going to come, or we are going to dwell deeper into any little concept. Time may go. I'm okay with it. So please bear with me. So this is a flow chart I have sent to many people. Other groups, if I have not forwarded today, I'll send you the link. You can download the flow chart. You can take printout in A3 color. Don't take A4. It will be very small. You cannot see it. Those especially attending MSc Yoga, please take printout at A3 with color and similar color. You have the green, light green, blue, light blue. All these belongs to same group, so that the concept continues here. The concept continues from first sutra to last sutra, but this belongs to one specific concept. Okay. So it starts from 1. 1.1 means 1 means Samadhi Pada. 0.1 means first sutra. 1.2 means Samadhi Pada, second sutra. 1.3 means Samadhi Pada, third sutra. Like that, it keeps on going. We are not going to discuss about this chart. This itself will take at least half an hour. So we want to save that time, but we are going to discuss what is there in the chart. Similar to the sequence, we are going to discuss a little more in an interactive way. Now, the first 4 sutras are very, very, very important sutras. It talks about the entire essence of Yoga Sutras. So first sutra talks about now yoga. It seems to be asked, what is now yoga? So there is a background on it. We will discuss if time permits. First thing says, now you have come and asked me now yoga. Why yoga? We are going to see as a Guru Sishya dialogue. Okay. Whatever Patanjali has written, the answer is given by a Guru, and Sishya is going to ask question. So Sishya is asking a question. Master, I tried everything in my life, and okay, it's coming here. So first talks about now yoga, then definition of yoga. When you say now yoga, if you don't know anything about yoga, what will you ask? What is yoga? You will ask question. Definition of yoga is given. Classical definition of yoga is given in second sutra. Okay, what happens if I get into yoga? That's the next question, right? Naturally, that is discussed in third sutra. What happens if I am not in the state of yoga? That is there in the fourth sutra. So now yoga, then definition of yoga. What happens if you are in the state of yoga? What happens if you are not in the state of yoga? A disciple comes to a master. Let's say he is Patanjali, sage Patanjali, and this disciple is asking. Before that, if God comes in front of you, anybody know what to ask? Do you have a list ready? Tonight, since you are attending Yoga Sutra class, tonight 12 o'clock. Actually 12 o'clock only everybody will come, right? God or demon or anyone. God is going to come and ask you, I'm going to give you something. Please ask me 3 boons. If God comes and asks you, anybody here, what will you ask? But when you ask, after that, you should not be unhappy in your life. The moment you get whatever you have asked, every 24/7, you should have a smiling face. No complaint about life, nothing. Do you know? Have you arrived at the question? What do you want to ask? If you ask a car, if you ask a bungalow, if you ask a 100 crore rupee or 1000 crore rupee, God will give. But next day onwards, you should not complain. Even 1000 crores, 5 crores you lost, then you keep on complaining. 1000 crore has become 995 crore. That fellow cheated 5 crore. No. You ask the boon, you should be happy. You should be living happily ever after. If you think you will not have any question. Even God comes and asks, I'll be unhappy. This is a state of our mind. So this is a sadhaka. He is asking a question. Let's say he is a rich person. He went and enjoyed everything in life. and he's telling, Master, how to come out of all the problems in life and be happy. I tried everything, but I am unable to find any answer. Can you please explain and give me a permanent solution so that I can live happily ever after and get complete freedom from all my suffering? Is this the right question you want to ask with a God? Because when you get money, gold, or anything, that you may lose. But you see, he's asking how to come out of all the problems, not 1, 2, 3 problem, all the problems. That to permanent solution, no temporary solution. Today I had a backache. I asked God, I need to come out of backache. Oh, God gave me, okay, given. Immediately my backache went. After a few months, I may get it right. He's telling permanent solution. There is a catch. Because he has seen everything. He enjoyed all the pleasures of life, and he comes and says, still my problems are not solved. Still I'm unhappy. Now the Guru says, now I will tell you about yoga. Now the time to learn about yoga has come. Why? All these days you thought getting a house, getting a promotion, becoming rich, getting fame, that will solve your problem. You tried everything. Now, fortunately, you understood none of these will give you permanent happiness. Now you have come to the state where you are ready to listen. So now I will tell you about yoga. Now I start telling you about yoga. So now I begin yoga. This is the first sutra. That means what? The student is eligible. The student is ready. The teacher is also ready. You know, when student is ready, if teacher is not ready, how will you receive? Teacher is busy. Suppose teacher is ready, student is not ready. How the transmission will happen? It cannot happen. Now, this first sutra states the student is ready, the teacher is ready. Now the transmission can happen. So this is the importance of first sutra. We can talk more, but due to time constraint, we just touch it. So the first thing is, now I will explain you about yoga. Now, if you are a disciple, what will you ask? Second sutra. Yes, master, please tell me what is yoga? I never heard this word. Just simple imaginary question. Okay, we formed it. It's not in Yoga Sutra. Don't think this question is not there. Only the answer is there. We formed this question so that it is interesting. When we read anything in the form of story, we will retain it for a long time, right? It will be interesting also. So the second question he asked, Master, please tell me what is yoga? So Patanjali says in the second sutra, definition of yoga, he says your mind is cause of all suffering. So yoga is controlling or mastering the activities of the mind. If you control the activities of your mind, then we can say you are into yoga. Is that true, right? If I control everything in my mind, if I want to sleep, I can sleep. If I want to work, I can work. If I want to do meditation, I can do. Then simply you can enter into meditation or samadhi or whatever it is. Correct? So if I control everything inside you, then it is called yoga. So there are actually 5 activities. Okay. So you can see your activity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to see that. These are the 5 activities in the mind. The mind can only do these 5 activities. It is so amazing. At the times of Patanjali, thousands of years back, he said only the 5 things the mind can do. Even now, the modern psychologists cannot say. They will write a book, so many things mind can do. So many things can do, but only in the 5 category it can do. Now I am here, my mind activities are here. If I control all the 5 people, suppose these 5 people are my friends, I don't have any problem if they listen to my instruction. But these 5 people don't listen to me, then I have a problem. See, they pull me in all the direction. The activities pulls me in all the direction. I cannot do anything. So you want to come to Yoga Sutra class or you want to attend to a satsang, but your favorite cinema is released and somebody gave you the ticket. First day, first show. This is like pulling. Your mind is pulling. Please go to cinema, na? Anyway, you will have recording. Yoga Sutra class recording also is there, right? So you listen to it, no? So mind is pulling. If your activities are pulling you, then it's a torture. So yoga is controlling or mastering the activities of your mind. It's called vrittis. Activities mean vrittis. We'll use lesser Sanskrit word. Only most important, we'll use the Sanskrit word. Okay, master. What happens if I control my mind? Suppose if I control my mind, what will happen? If you control your mind, you will be in your original nature. What happens if I don't control my mind? If you don't control your mind will create lot of deception, and you will go where your thoughts goes. Your thoughts and other activities will drag you. Even if you don't want to go, your thoughts and activities will rule you. But if you remain in yoga, you will be in your original nature. What is my original nature? If you sleep, you will feel happy. When you have a deep sleep, you are happy, right? Why? Anybody? Why you are so happy when you are in sleep?
We are not doing any
Mind
activity.
is
Mind is controlled, maybe.
because
You're not.
there are no
There is
vrittis
no
there. There are no
there is
No,
no
vrittis there.
activity.
no thoughts. No thoughts. Exactly.
Mind
When you mind, yes, Ranjana ma'am.
mind is in
Mind,
a relaxed state.
mind is switched off. When you
Is
switch
in a
off,
relaxed.
no, mind is not at all there. When you have a deep sleep, you don't know where you are. Your mind is totally switched off. Only next day when it switch on, you comes and you remember and say, "Oh my God, I don't remember anything. Oh, I had a very nice sleep." You got so much energy you're getting. When the mind is off, somebody is bothering you. When the mind is off, that person is not bothering you now, right? Who is that person who is not bothering when you are in sleep? It's you only. I kept away from myself. I switched off myself. I'm so happy with that experience. Who is the person creating all the problem? I'm creating all the problem. If I am away from myself, I'm so happy. So your original nature means your anger, your passion, your greediness, your frustration, whatever negative, positive qualities. These are the qualities you gained from outside, right? It is not your natural quality. You gain from outside. When you stop all those qualities, when you remove all those qualities, then you will be in your original nature. Our original nature is always bliss, the most happy state. When you remove all the thoughts in your mind, you will exist in a happy state. It's a very deeper subject. We'll go if time permits. Suppose if you don't do, if you are not in yoga, you are not in original nature. Now we are not in original nature. Why we are not in original nature? Because I gathered lot of knowledge and I work as per the knowledge I gained. Correct? Whatever I got through my five senses, through my eyes, ears, nose, skin, and tongue, the five senses which I got, everything I stored in my mind, accordingly I'm doing my life is going on. So if suppose I like people, I say like I'm what say they say I'm a movie buff and I'm a foodie. What is this? These are all very bad words. Sometime back, some years back, when you say I'm a movie buff, then they will scold you. You idiot! You are seeing everyday movie. Now we are celebrating, and I am a foodie. When you say foodie, if, some years back, your grandma will kick you. Why you are eating so many times? So now my mind is pulling me. Eat, eat, eat. See, watch TV, watch cinema. Go for this entertainment, that entertainment. See, when all those things becomes compulsive behavior, am I controlling my thoughts? I am not controlling my thoughts. My thoughts are controlling me. When a movie is released, I am into a compulsive behavior. I need to go and watch the movie. Is it freedom or slavery? I want to drink coffee morning at 7 o'clock. If it comes at 7:15, I get upset. Is it freedom or slavery? It is slavery because you feel suffering. If morning coffee don't come, you suffer. If the breakfast doesn't come right time, you suffer. If you are going office and if your boss shouts, you suffer. Everything you are expecting in your mind. So you are not controlling your mind. So if you don't control your mind, all those thoughts will rule you and control you. Then you will not be in your original form. So if I do yoga, I will be in my original form. If I don't do yoga, I will not be in original form. These are the first four sutras. Now, you said controlling the mind, activities. What are activities? We should know, right? Now, the disciple asks, what are these activities, master? You told about activities. Then Patanjali says the fifth sutra, the activities are five folds. There are five types. It can be painful or non-painful. It can give me pain, pleasure, and in between state. Their mind can only have five fold or five activities. Now, in the 6th sutra, he explains about 5 activities. What are the 5 activities? Right knowledge, wrong knowledge, imagination, sleep, and memory. These are the 5 activities. And after 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 sutra, he explains all those things. This is like this. Whatever you do in your mind, you end up getting right knowledge, right? Whatever you do in your mind, one thing is you either end up getting right knowledge or you end up getting wrong knowledge, or you can simply sit and imagine whatever you want. You can imagine, or you can go for a sleep, and you can also store whatever you want in your mind. These are the 5 activities your mind can do. Can you tell me any 6th activity your mind does? Whatever you say, it will come and fall into this five activities only. No, I'm an artist, I have a creative mind. Creative mind is you're imagining, right? You're imagining and you are putting something into it. It can be either true or false. It may be a right or wrong knowledge. And everything you retrieve from your memory. Ultimately, when you get tired, you sleep. Can you tell me the 6th activity where mind can perform out of this 5? We can never say. If you think the whole day or a whole month or whole lifetime, whatever comes, you can put only in the 5 things. So these are called vrittis or activities. If I control these things, then I will be in my original nature. Many times right knowledge also creates some problem. You can see here, it can be painful or non-painful. All the 5 can give you pain, pleasure, and in between state, mixture of pain and pleasure. How come right knowledge can give pain? Anybody? Have you experienced? You got right knowledge about something and you got a lot of pain. Can you relate and tell me any incident? You got right knowledge, but... Yes,
Death of a closed person.
What is it?
Information on death of a closed one.
Okay. You came to know about something about somebody. Okay. See, I went for a master health checkup. After that, I came to know I have diabetes. Right knowledge, but gives me pain. So, like this, all the 5 can give me painful or non-painful or mixed reaction. Okay, that's what the 5th sutra says. So, up to 11 talks about things. We are not going to run in detail. Like we said, we are going to see a menu card. Okay, once you see the menu card, now you go and read a commentary. You will know, oh, is this right knowledge? Is this wrong knowledge? Then we will see that. Now, all these 5, how to control? Somebody has to give some tool. So the first tool is called practice and detachment. These are the important Sanskrit words, abhyasam and vairagyam. Practice and detachment. If you want to control all the activities of your mind, you have to follow practice and detachment. So this 5 sutras talks about practice and detachment. The 12th sutra says practice and detachment lead you to state of yoga. Then you will ask question, what is practice master? That is there in 13th sutra. How to do the practice master? 14th sutra. What is detachment? Lower detachment. What is higher detachment? These are the 5 sutras. So, master, how to overcome the activities of the mind? 12th sutra, he says, you can overcome the activities by practice and detachment. If you do practice and follow detachment, you will attain the state of yoga. Now, what is practice here? You can see this person, how he is hitting the ball. Right? So much focus is there. He's diving and hitting. So much practice he has done. Only if you have done so much practice, you can become expert in football. Not only football, anything in life. So practice means doing something again and again and again till you gain mastery over it. What is detachment here? Normally, we feel detachment means, okay, he should not play. He should go to the opposite team captain and say, if you win the game, what is going to happen? If I win the game, what is going to happen? I am so much detached, so I give up the game. Is it detachment? That's what people say, right? Detachment means you should not involve in life. You should run away from the family. You should not eat properly. You should not do proper work. You have to half sleep. You have to always sleep. Very lazy. You don't do any activity. No, detachment means he's detached from all the distraction. That is called detachment. You see the stadium is empty. Stadium is not empty. In his mind, the stadium is empty. In his mind, nothing is there except this ball. He is totally detached from all the distractions of the game. When you're totally away from all the distraction, what it means, you are completely focused. That is called detachment or vairagyam. When the exam comes, you don't sit in front of the TV. You go inside a room, you start studying. You take only right kind of food because tomorrow exam is there. That means you are totally detached, right? You are detached from your family, detached from television, detached from no playing. Only if you get detached from the disturbance, you can get into what you want. Your focus will come. That is called detachment. Detachment is not detachment from goal. If you want to get detached from goal, then what work you will do? Even attaining moksha, is this not a goal? That is also goal, right? I want to attain moksha. I want to attain self-realization. That is also goal. So if you detach from that goal, then you cannot live. So detachment means detachment from the distractions of your goal. Okay, master, what is practice? Okay, practice means putting right effort in the right direction. There are many commentaries. This commentary is very nice. So it says practice is the correct effort required to move towards, reach, and maintain the state of yoga. What is the practice correct effort? Practice means you put correct effort. Like for example, for a batsman, what do you want to do? He want to move towards 100 and hit 100 and stay above 100 always. Don't get out, right? His team should win. He should also perform. So practice is that correct effort required to move towards the goal, reach the goal, and move beyond it or stay in that position. You reach the goal, you stay in that position. That is called practice. So our sadhaka, the disciple goes and come back. Then he says, Master, a few days I practiced, but nothing is working. Can you tell me how to do the correct practice? See, first he said, what is practice? Now how to do the correct practice? Correct practice is that which you follow for a long time without interruption and with a quality of positive attitude and eagerness. What is the correct practice? You are practicing in the net as a batsman. You have to practice the net for a long time. No, 10 minutes I practice and go. That is not practice. Every day you have to practice without interruptions. Even 1 hour you practice, no interruption. Similarly, every day, no holiday and all. You have to practice every day for a long time without interruption with positive attitude. We should not think when you practice yoga in the morning, oh my God, again the morning has come. Again, I need to get up at 5 o'clock, or 6 o'clock, or 4 o'clock, whatever it is. Again, I need to do for 1 hour. If you think about it, then it is not practice. But don't stop. Mind will think like that. Oh, it takes years to look forward to yoga. Years of fighting with the mind. After that, one day you will reach, I want to do yoga today. Without doing yoga, I don't want to do anything. A day will come. So you should not lose hope. So positive attitude and eagerness and willingness. I voluntarily do. Nobody is putting me there. For example, a kid joined a cricket class and kid may say, I don't like cricket. My father put me in the training. So no eagerness, no willingness is there. But we should not become like that, right? We want to do yoga. If you want to do some practice and all, it is you. You are investing your life there. So that eagerness, willingness should come. This is only correct practice. If any of one is missing, then that is not correct practice. We should strive for it. What is my detachment master? Mastery with full awareness of no craving for the object. If you don't crave for the object, then it is called detachment. What object? Object of distraction. What is the object of distraction for a batsman? The food, the entertainment, all kind of things, whatever addiction, whatever is there, you keep everything away. Next 2 weeks, I have a match, important match. So I eat healthy food, no junk food, no cinema, no other entertainment, no laziness, no other thinking, only about my match, right? So no craving for external things which distracts you. This is called detachment. This is called lower detachment. Apara vairagyam. Apara. Para means higher. You put ye. Apara means lower, opposite. Para means higher, apara means lower. So apara vairagyam, lower detachment. So if you want to get detached, your buddhi, your intellect should work. You should not live with likes and dislikes. When you have likes and dislikes, what happens? Suppose you like samosa very much. Then if you become any sports player, you start eating all the junk food. That is not good to you. Suppose you don't like fruits. That's also a problem, right? You need to eat a lot of fruits. So you go beyond likes and dislikes. That is called lower detachment, not higher, lower detachment. Then we have to see what is higher detachment, right? What is higher? This is lower detachment. See, your mind is here, all the distractions are here. You are keeping all the distractions away from your mind. This is called lower detachment. That means what? The food, the junk food, the whatever addiction, the television, the telephone, coffee, whatever distracting you, you are keeping away from the mind. It is called apara vairagyam, lower detachment. What is higher detachment? You keep your mind itself away from you. If your mind itself away from you, this is called higher detachment or highest detachment. How I can keep away my mind away from me? Have you ever thought, are you a body or mind? Can you say, I am a body? I am not the body. The body belongs to me. Is that true? I was 3, 4, 5 kg. Then I start eating. I became 80, 90, 100, whatever kg. Or 60, 70, whatever kg. Now, all these things are all food, right? This is called food body. Annamaya kosha. Whatever I gathered, it belongs to me. But it is not me. Is that true? This is a vehicle. I build this vehicle by eating. So I am not the body. Can I say I am the mind? I am not the mind because right from day one, the day I born, people start putting all the ideas, suggestions. They programmed me. So whatever I think, actually it is not my own thinking. It has a mixture of the thinking of the society. Is that true? My father put me, my mother put me, my teacher put me, my friends put me, my society put me. All the thoughts I gathered, whatever I gathered in the mind, it belongs to me, but it is not me. Is that true? So I am something beyond body, beyond mind. That something is an entity which we have never explored. That is real me. So if I keep all my thoughts or my activities of mind away, then I become completely free. This is called the highest detachment because mind itself is distracting after certain steps. After, if we progress in spirituality, after some time, we want to keep the mind itself away. So keeping the distracting objects away from my mind is lower detachment. Keeping my mind itself away is the highest detachment, which is explained in 16th Sutra. Now, if I keep myself away from all my mind, what will I attain? I will get into Samadhi because I've kept my body, mind, everything away. I am just sitting and doing. I get into Samadhi. Now, if I want to understand Samadhi, I want to understand what is Dhyana, what is Dharana, right? Because Ashtanga Yoga, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. So, what is these three? We should understand. Okay. So, we are going to see a first day, first show. You got a ticket of your favorite movie. And when you go to the theater, you got a seat and you see people talking about it, how they got the ticket or about the movie and all. So people are talking and you are there. The cinema is on. Cinema just started, but people are talking. That means what? You are there. The object of focus, cinema is there. People, disturbance are there. People are talking. This is called dharana. Dharana means awareness or concentration plus disturbance. In your awareness or concentration, you are having lot of disturbance. This is called dharana. This is the first step for meditation. After some time, everybody start keeping quiet because the actual film started. Of course, first day, first show, nobody will keep quiet. Let's understand. Suppose a very interesting movie, people start keeping quiet. You also watch. Nobody talks. You see, so much focus. Now, what is not here? The disturbance is not here, right? Only you are there, cinema is there. Nobody is talking. So, when you are there, the object of focus is there. Whatever object you are focusing totally, no disturbance is there, then this is called dhyana, meditation. And when the climax comes or any important scene comes, you start crying. Right? We cried, right? All of us would have cried in some way, some movie or other. When you cry, that moment you forget yourself. You forget yourself totally. Can you cry while starting when you sat in the movie? First step. When you go, found your seat, you nicely sat and you start crying. Why you can't cry? You will be ashamed. How can I cry? I am an adult. The movie just started. Nothing is there. I cannot cry. The I No, your identity is there. But when you start getting inside the movie, slowly the identity goes. You got merged with the movie. When you merged with the character of the movie, something happens to the character, you start crying. So that time, that few moments, you are not there. This is called Samadhi. Don't take literal meaning. This film is an example. Okay? When you merge with something, when you are no more there, then it is called Samadhi. What I am going to get by doing Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, what will I get? We'll do a simple practice. This is very important, so I need to type. Now, for example, I have a pen in my hand. Okay. Now, can you see? You will say this is a pen, right? Because I'm creating disturbance. I'm creating disturbance through my hand, and with little, when the disturbance goes, you are able to see it, and you say immediately, this is a pen, right? That means you got some knowledge. You got a knowledge. What is the object in my hand? This is called dharana. Dharana means first level of knowledge. Now I am not giving any disturbance. I am simply keeping there. Now what you can see? You can see it clearly because I am not disturbing it. Now you get more knowledge, right? You can see maybe like something, what is it written? Suppose this color is different. You can see this color. Then you can see this is particular shape. You are getting some more knowledge about it. True? This is dhyana. Samadhi means you are going inside the pen and merging with it. When you merge with the pen, you will know what kind of plastic they have used, how much ink is there, when it was manufactured, what is the internal and external dimension, everything you will come to know. Why? You have become this pen. Is that true? So dharana, you get first level of knowledge. Dhyana, you will get second level of knowledge. When you are into samadhi, you will get complete and correct knowledge of this object. This is very, 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 very important. Why people are doing meditation? To get knowledge. Why people are into samadhi? To get absolute knowledge. Knowledge about what? Whatever they are thinking. If I close my eyes and think about sun, if I do start meditating on sun, I will get entire knowledge about sun. This is how people have written all the scriptures. All astronomy, data, and ancient times, they wrote all those things. Getting into samadhi. If I get into samadhi about moon, about any planet, I can simply get into samadhi. I will get to know everything about it. Now the question comes, why should I know all those things? All the creation, if you close your eyes and get into samadhi, you will know about that creation. Now I am asking you a question. What is the use of knowing all these things for a spiritual seeker? Can anyone reply? What is the use of all these things for a spiritual seeker? Knowing sun, moon, stars, and all those things. I have come here to understand me, understand the self. Yes, madam.
Yeah, I was about to say that, knowing the self.
Correct, self. But what is me? See, self.
We are
self.
actually made up of all these elements. It's a part of
We are
But
also a part of this creation only.
we are part of the creation. We are not that. When we are not that, why am I bothered about that? I should bother about this. So this is the most subtler thing we should understand. What is this self? Or we can say Brahman in Advaita. In Dvaita, we say this is Purusha, this is Jivatma, this is soul, this is self. This is the most subtle thing. If I want to understand the most subtle thing, I need to first understand the gross thing, right? If you want to understand God, the creator, you should understand creation. Without understanding creation, is there a possibility to understand the creator? Suppose you are an artist. You have drawn a lot of pictures. I want to come and understand you. I want to take an interview. Without going through your pictures, the arts, can I come and make an interview with you? I will ask nonsense question. What I will ask? How are you? How are you, ma'am? What breakfast you took? How you traveled? Is this question I should ask? I cannot ask. Why? I have not gone through your creation. If I want to come and interact with you, to understand you, I need to go through your creation. Similarly, if I understand all the creation, then a day will come, I will get matured, I will understand the creator also. Who is me? The Purusha, the soul. So the purpose of dharana, dhyana, samadhi is to understand the creation, after which I will start understanding the creator or the soul. Okay. Seems to be a lot of things for digestion. Don't worry. Whatever you remember, just write it down or keep it. Otherwise, the recordings will be there. Go through it. We are just touching. We are not going deeper. So this is called Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. This is a very important term. Now, in the next two sutras, he talks about different levels of Samadhi. Okay, 17th and 18th sutra. So we are going to see one line about Samadhi. So he says in 17th sutra, there is something called Sabija Samadhi or Samadhi with seed. Or you always keep, any of you doing meditation? You are doing meditation, right? Somebody? When you're doing meditation, you're keeping an object, right? So when you keep an object and do meditation, attain Samadhi, that is called Sabija Samadhi. I may keep my guru's feet, my guru's form, or my Ishta Devata, anything I keep. I go on meditating, I attain Samadhi. That is called Sabija Samadhi or Sampragnata Samadhi. In Sampragnata or Sabija Samadhi, there are four major categories. One is called Vitarka Samadhi, other is called Vichara Samadhi, then Ananda, then Asmita Rupa. Ananda, Asmita Rupa are the consequence of these two Samadhi. That means they are the blissful states. The joyful state and the most joyful state. Ananda is joyful state. Asmita Rupa is the most joyful state. Okay. So we'll not discuss about this. It is not mentioned anywhere in Yoga Sutra. First two states are very important. One is Vitarka, other is Vichara. This Vitarka is divided into two levels. Vichara is divided into two levels. So totally level 1, 2, 3, 4. The names are Savitarka, Nirvitarka, Savichara, Nirvichara. Okay. Somebody in Svasa, if you need to by heart, there is no way. Okay. So I will tell you one example where you will understand why there are four levels. Suppose there is an ice. Okay. Ice cube. I kept ice cube in your hand. What is level 1 is, if you understand ice cube as ice cube, that is called level 1. That means what? The ice cube will have a dimension. It has a weight and it is so chill. There are properties of ice cube, right? If you understand the properties of ice cube, this is called level 1. Level 2 means what is there inside the ice cube? That you should understand. What is there inside the ice cube? Water, right? So you understand water, which is subtler than ice cube. So first is a gross understanding. Second is subtler understanding. Now third is more subtle understanding. What is there in the water? Water vapor. Water vapor condenses and comes as water, right? Understanding water vapor is level 3. What is there inside water vapor? The molecules, atoms. That is level 4. Beyond atoms and molecules, anything is there inside? No, atoms is the end, right? You may have proton, neutron, electron, but that is also comes in the atom. So this is the end. So level 1 to 4 means you start going subtler, understanding everything. So this is called Vitarka and Vichara. Okay. Vichara comes under a subtler thing, which you cannot see. You cannot see water vapor, right? Water vapor, atoms, molecules, you cannot see. That comes under 3 and 4. What you can see, gross, that is coming level 1 and 2. So from gross to the most subtlest is this level. But this subtlest stops at the physical level, right? Can you see beyond anything atom, beyond proton, electron, neutron, or beyond subatomic particle? Can you see? We cannot see. Everything needs to be in physical form. Our eyes cannot see non-physical form. Is that true? I cannot see which is not physical. I can see only which is physical. Non-physical I cannot see. I need to have some instrument. So physicality exists. What physicality ends here? For example, you want to understand a tree. Now we see level 1. Level 1 means you are seeing a tree from distant. Now you come to know it is a tree. When you come closer, then you understand this is a neem tree or whatever, coconut tree, whatever it is. Now this is level 2. Level 3 means you are going deeper inside. You are cutting the branch and going through every branch and leaf. Level 4 means you are understanding up to the root. You are digging and understanding the root. And you are understanding up to the seed level. From the tree to seed, I understand everything. This is called Sampragnata Samadhi. Now, can you understand anything beyond seed? If you cut open the seed, can you understand anything? You will understand. You will say this is there, that is there. You can give name. But there is something. If you keep the seed for 10 years with you and throw that after 10 years into the soil, it will start sprouting. So what is there in the seed? Life is there. Can you see the life when you cut open the seed and put in the microscope? Can you see the life there? You cannot see the life, right? That is a non-physical form. So That non-physical form comes under right side of Samadhi. 18th Sutra, it talks about other Samadhi, which is called Asampragnata Samadhi. In Asampragnata Samadhi, you start understanding the non-physical aspect of the creation. In the left side, you understand the physical aspect of creation. So this is with object. Whichever object you will understand, the right side is without object. Suppose here you are understanding God with form. It can be Shiva, Vishnu, Anjaneya, Ganesha, anybody. You are understanding God with form. This is God without form. Because this comes later. When you become a very high yogi, then one birth you will get into Asampragnata Samadhi, where you understand the formless God. Actually, God is formless, right? We are unable to grasp it, so we give form. So the formless God you will understand. That time you will gain a special power called intuition. Intuition means you don't think, you don't calculate. Without thinking, suddenly you get an answer. That is called intuition. So here the power of intuition is gained so that you understand the formless God or the formless soul. You will understand. This is about Samadhi. Now, next sutra, he says, okay, Master, I understood about Samadhi. All this happens. What about born yogi? There are yogis who are right from childhood, they are yogi. What about practice for them? So, Patanjali says, for born yogis, you don't need to give any practice. They know their path. Like Ramana Maharishi, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and all, they found their own guru, or Ramana Maharishi don't have any guru. Only Shiva is his guru. So you don't need to discipline them. They will find their own path. So no practice, our kind of practice is applicable. They will find their own practice. Then what about us, Master? Like you said, practice detachment. Will that be enough, or do I need to follow anything? Now Patanjali says there is something called faith or Shraddha. Faith. You go and find difference between, what is the difference between belief, trust and faith? Very interesting thing. Belief, trust and faith, just Google and find what is the difference between belief, trust and faith. So faith is ultimate thing. If faith is there, then we can travel very fast in spirituality. So in 20th Sutra, Patanjali says, one should have faith. Oh, if I do practice regularly, when will I reach my goal, Master? Okay, I have faith, I have everything. When will I reach my goal, Master? Patanjali says, more intense the faith or more intense the effort, closer the goal is. Are you a rabbit or tortoise? If you have so much intensity, your goal is very close. If you are slow, then you will take long time. But sometime I'm intense, sometime I'm not intense, Master. Then what about me? He says there are three kinds of sadhaka. One is like slow, other is medium, other is high intensity. It's like walking, jogging and running. One who walks, the goal is little longer. Suppose I want to cover a 10-kilometer distance. If I walk, it may take 2 hours. If I jog, I can do it in 1 hour. If I run, I can do it in half an hour. Okay. All three are good. But based on what kind of intensity you have, what kind of sadhaka you are, accordingly your goal is. So up to this, practice and detachment comes to an end. Now we are going to discuss about devotion, path of devotion. Would you like to keep the question answer session in the end, or you want to ask some question now? Can we keep little in the end? So that we
Can
End
keep
of-
it then.
thank you.
And
So now we discuss about devotion. See, this sutra says, suppose if you feel this practice detachment and all too much for you, think about whether do you have the strength of devotion. What is devotion? Devotion means devoid of yourself. That means you are not there. Your favorite God is there, or your guru is there. You give more importance to God or guru than your own likes and dislikes. That is called devotion. From ancient times, there are group of people, great devotees. They never complain about God. To check what do you have devotion, what to do, no? If you stop complaining about life, then you have devotion. Why? If you believe in God, you strongly believe God is there, and everything what you get is God is giving. Suppose you have that kind of a belief system, strong faith, then if you complain about life, then there is no belief, right? A devotee strongly believes there is God. Whatever the bitterness comes to his life, that is also God is giving. When he strongly believes, he never complains about life. Not even once he will complain. So this is called devotion. Devotion means I'm completely devoted to God. I'm so happy. I'm not at all unhappy because God is giving me everything. I'm always happy. So here what they say is, please surrender yourself completely to God. If you surrender completely to God without likes and dislikes, that is called Ishvara Pranidhana or devotion. But how to surrender, master? But who is that God? The question will come. God means who is God? Now, next 3 sutras, Patanjali talks about qualities of God. What is the first quality? God is free from impurities. God do not have any impurities, right? God is not having any impurity. Only human minds, human being can have impurities. So one who is free from klesha karma cycle. Klesha means impurities, karma means action. He don't need to do any action. He is free from all impurities. This is the first quality of God. Second quality of God, he is the seed of all knowledge. He's the basic, he's the base, right? So he's the seed of all knowledge. The third is he's eternal, he's beyond time. He was there, he is here now, he will be there in future. So these are the 3 qualities of God. So when you get these 3 qualities, it points God. To that God you surrender. If you surrender to that God, then that is called devotion. What is his name, master? You would like to ask, right, disciple? When you say about God of 3 qualities, what is his name? He says his name is Pranava. Pranava means Om. Again, if you talk about Om, we can talk for a long time. There is a huge science behind it, why Om is considered as Pranava. So Om mantra, the Om syllable. Because Om is the basic, sound is the base. From sound only everything came. And that sound, basic sound is Om, Pranava mantra. So how to utter his name, master? Now, 28th Sutra, he says, you should not merely utter his word, you should understanding the meaning of Om and utter Om with proper attitude. You reflect the meaning, understand, and with proper bhavana, you have to repeat the word Om again and again and again. When I repeat a mantra again and again and again, what it is called? It is called japa. So it is said, doing japa will help you a lot. You have to do japa. Okay, master, if I do japa, what will happen to me? If you do japa, all the obstacles will be removed. Now, why I am unable to meditate? Now you tell me why you are unable to meditate for 1 hour. Because when we sit, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I am able to focus. After that, I am not able to focus. Or many of us are not doing meditation. Why? Because of obstacles. My mind have lot of obstacles. When you do japa, all the obstacles are removed. So this is a technique mentioned in Yoga Sutra to do japa, repetition of mantra. Now, since obstacles is mentioned, we should know what is obstacles, right? So what are obstacles, master? There are 9 obstacles and there are 4 symptoms. The 30th Sutra talks about 9 obstacles. What are 9 obstacles? Illness, dullness, doubt, lack of foresight, fatigue, overindulgence, corruption in perception, lack of perseverance, regression. I'm not going to explain. Okay? These are simple words you can understand. There are 9 obstacles. How to understand the 9 obstacles, master? Do I have 1, 2, 3, 4 or all the 9? There are 4 symptoms. What are the 4 symptoms? Sorrow, negative state of mind, tremors in the body, disturbed pattern of breathing. Tomorrow morning, you have an important exam. Okay? Before exam, 10 o'clock is the exam. 9:55. Can you explain what will happen to you? The sorrow will be there, right? Any exam if you go, or you have an interview tomorrow, the sorrow will come. Suppose if I don't get the job, what will happen? You start thinking, the dukkha will come. Negative state of mind will happen. If they ask any difficult question, if I don't know, you start thinking negatively. You start feeling tremors in the body. If they ask the first question, the words will not come. You will be trembling inside. You check your breath. You are so much stress you have. So breath will be very fast. Shallow breathing will happen. This is what happens when we are into stress most of the time. Suppose you have an important office meeting, all the 4 will happen. If the 4 happens, these are the symptoms happens, means you have 1, 2, 3 or all the 9 obstacles. So when the obstacles are there, these symptoms are there. That's why we say in pranayama means have a deep breathing. That means what? Your disturbed pattern, your shallow breathing will become deeper breathing. When your breathing is stabilized, then your body will be still. When the body is still, when the breathing is long, slowly, the dukkham and your negative state of mind will go. Or it reverse also. If you have a positive, see, suppose you got a job, or suppose you finish your exam. After exam, what will you say? You get a long breath. Then you saw your sorrow will go, your negative state of mind will not be there. Suppose you have written the exam well, you will be so happy. Then no tremors in the body. Now you get hunger also. Now you are breathing longer also. So whenever you are stressed, all the four will be there. Whenever you don't have stress, the four will not be there. How to overcome the obstacles? For chanting, if you are a devotee, then the obstacles are removed there itself. If you do japa, om, om, om japa, there it will be removed. But for other people, they have to follow here, overcoming obstacles. To overcome obstacles, there are 6 tools are given. Okay. The 2 are compulsory tools. 32 and 33 Sutra talks about compulsory tools. What is the compulsory tools? First tool is choose any one principle and live it till the end. You have to live in life with one principle. Take ahimsa, satya, or anything, any activity, any good thing in your life, take that one thing and do that. Then only your mind will be focused. See, somebody will may take like planting trees, and somebody say, I want to clean. Whenever Saturday, Sunday comes, I go and clean. I go to school and clean the school, or clean the temple, or clean my society. Something they'll have a goal. So keep any one goal, very larger goal, and work towards it. Once you have this principle, a goal, your mind is so calm. Your focus will be there. Second thing is, you should have pleasantness in the mind. You have a goal, but your mind is not pleasant. Will you be effective? You have a goal, but your mind is totally agitated. Will you be effective? No, right? So you should have pleasantness of mind. For example, now you go for a dinner. You are going for a 5-star hotel. Okay, you're so hungry. Somebody is taking to a 5-star hotel, and you're so happy, like this in the picture, the orange color person. When you put everything in your plate, when you're about to eat, you're getting a phone call. One of your friend got into an accident and admitted in the hospital. What will happen? Your face will become like this, dull, right? Now the food is there. How will you eat the food? You will not happily eat the food. You will eat the food with stress, right? You're so unhappy. So what we are saying here is, even to eat a food, your mind has to be pleasant. If your mind is not pleasant, even you cannot enjoy your food. As simple as food, which we are eating every day, if you want to enjoy your food, your mind should be stress-free. So your pleasantness of mind is very important. How to get that pleasantness of mind? Have friendship with the right kind of people. Now you are into Yoga Sutra, you are into yoga. If you have friendship with the cinema people, cinema fans, every day they talk 2-3 hours with cinema with you, then you will not have any time. Your mind also goes behind cinema. Is that true? So we should have right kind of people. Good people means right kind of people. Compassion with suffering people. When any suffering people comes, have total compassion. Appreciate good effort of others. If somebody does good job, don't have envy. Okay, try to appreciate. They have done a good job. And equanimous. Have stable mind, equanimous state of mind. When you see something unfair is happening, something unfair happens to you, what will you do? We'll get anger, right? We'll get angry over it. If you get angry over it, you are getting disturbed. Is that true? If I get anger, I am getting disturbed. Something wrong happens, something unfair happens. I am right, but somebody is doing something wrong. I should have a stable mind. Then only I can cross that situation. If everything around me is a problem, should I also become a problem? I have 100 problems in my home and society. Then if I get angry, I will also become a problem. Then who will solve my problem? If 100 problems are around me, that is the time I should not become one more problem. If I become one more problem, nobody can solve my problem. So have an equanimous mind, stable mind. If I follow this 4, then I will get the pleasantness of mind. So these 2 compulsory you need to follow. Along with this, you need to follow any one of the optional tool. What are the optional tool? Do pranayama. Inquire the role of senses. If pranayama is difficult, or inquire the role of senses. Your senses are attracted towards so many things. You just close your eyes and ask, why my senses are going? See, these are all practices we need to learn from a guru. It is not explained in Yoga Sutra. But thing is, you need to inquire the role of senses. Why my senses? Why my tongue is always looking for food? You have to ask yourself. One day you will get answer. You will come out of it. Or meditate upon mind as luminous light. Close your eyes and visualize light in between your eyebrows. Meditate upon it. No, master, that is very difficult. Get away from your desires and attachment. How to do it? Follow great beings. Many enlightened masters are there, right? They were also like us, and once they were like us, and suddenly after some years, they become great sages. So read their life, and whatever they followed, you also try to follow. Come out of desires and attachment. No, master, that is also difficult. Okay, if that is difficult, or next is inquire dream and deep sleep state. Every day we are sleeping. The dream is coming. When dream comes, next day inquire whether dream is real or this life is real. Many times life seems to be like dream, right? Look back, your school days, your college days, looks like real or like a dream? Looks like dream, right? Inside you are still in college or that 25, 30, right? Outside age may be increasing, but you'll be feeling now only I finished my school, just now only I finished college. Those things looks like dream. So what is dream? Because in the dream looks so real. True, right? The dream looks so real inside the dream. Only if I come outside, I come to know that is a dream. So there is something called dream, something deep sleep. Inquire about it. Or do meditation as you feel. Whichever object you like, meditate on it. These are the optional tools is given. So when I follow all these tools, I will get into Samadhi. Earlier we discussed about outline of Samadhi. Okay. Now, from 40 to 51, it is explained in very detail about Samadhi. 40 and 41 talks about the benefits of Samadhi. Why? Only the benefit, if I come to know, I will do, right? Most of us, human being tendency is, if I get this, then I will do that work. So the 40 says, when you get into Samadhi, you will get mastery of understanding the gross object as well as very subtle object. Very, very big thing. You can understand the universe and you can understand the atom also. It's like a elephant. The elephant can pick 1 rupee coin also. It can uproot a tree also. That kind of capacity you will get. What is the second benefit? Your mind become like a clear crystal. Mind becomes so pure like a clear crystal. I will start seeing the truth. Now you see, all of us are seeing the truth. All of us have colored glass. I'm wearing a glass. I am wearing a blue glass. You are wearing a green glass. Somebody is wearing a yellow glass. We are all seeing the world from our point of view. Is that right? When you see the world from your point of view, you have a colored vision. You are not seeing the reality. When all of us watch a movie, I think we are close to 100 people are there. When all of us watch a movie, 100 people watch, 100 people gives 100 reviews. Why? All watched one movie only, no? How come 100 views can come? Because all of us have a colored glass. Everybody, we have a colored vision. Now, when you get into Samadhi, all the color will go. It becomes a transparent crystal. That means I will see what exactly in front of me. With this crystal, if all of us see a movie, all of us will say the same thing. You go beyond your mind. So second benefit is your mind becomes so clear, so clean, no color will be there. It becomes so transparent. Then 42 talks about Savitarka Samadhi, level 1. I said no, about eyes. We are not going to go in detail. It takes a very lot of time. If you are for exam, we will have a separate session for it. This is just an overview. So 42nd Sutra talks about Savitarka Samadhi. 43 talks about Nirvitarka, level 2. So this is like eyes. This is like understanding what is inside is water. 44 talks about level 3 and 4. 3 only is there, 4 is not there. So and 4. You have to write. So Savichara, Nirvichara. What is there in the water? Water vapor. What is there in the water vapor? Molecules, atoms. So in this 3, you understand everything. In 45th Sutra, he says, Nirvichara, that means level 4, leads to knowing of the Alinga. That means the level 4 helps you to get understanding up to the atom level, right? Like we said, from tree to seed. I start understanding tree, then finally I did research, finally I came up to the seed level. Can I go beyond seed? That is later, but now I can only up to seed. So this is 4th. the nirvichara samadhi. So level 4 means I come to an understanding up to the understanding of seed. What is inside seed? Life. That I cannot see. But up to the seed, I will have complete understanding. So in 46th sutra, he says, these are all sabija samadhi. Don't think this is final. You can fall down from here. This is not freedom from life and death. This is not mukti moksha. So you have to travel from here. You have to keep your sadhana. Even you attain the level 4, you understood everything from universe to atoms and molecules. Still you have to continue your sadhana. So in 47, 40, here what we have seen, 46 we have seen. In 47 it says, the level 4, you start moving from level 4. From level 4, you are trying to shift to right side. We have seen no, Asampragnata Samadhi, where without form, you understand. So he says, if you start moving from level 4, it's like you are standing on a hilltop and seeing your home. When you are inside your home, you will be thinking that my home or next few homes, my street is the world. When you go top of a hill, now you see the entire town. He says, this is what will happen to you, a sadhaka. When you start moving from nirvichara samadhi, level 4, you start knowing about your true self. You will start having a glimpse of you. When you have a glimpse of you, then you will be filled with truth. Every cell in your body or every cell in your mind, you will understand what is truth, what is reality. This is called special power, okay, this truth. So this truth or reality, it's the highest power you will gain. This highest power will make you to come out of all the things from life. You know, all these becomes a toys play. Now, how many of you play toys? Do you want to play toys? You don't want, right? Because you think my child will play. How can I play? You know, toys are very small, very little thing. I don't want to play. Similarly, you get into higher maturity, higher, you will evolve so much higher. For you, everything becomes so small. So that power, the new power you gain, you are filled with truth. It wipes out all your karma, samskara, vasanas, all your purva janma, everything will be wiped out. That only one power will be there. If you throw that power also out, then you get into the final self-realization. It's like somebody makes you the king of a country. And before sitting into the chair, you are resigning your job. Will you resign your job? If somebody makes you king? No, right? If I'm king means entire thing belongs to me. So that kind of power you will get if you don't encourage that power. And if you are ready to resign from that power, throw that power out, then you attain self-realization. That is the final samadhi called nirbija samadhi. So this again, I said like this is only running through the menu. So I'm sorry if little faster because there's so much content. This is a 20-hour session. Yeah. Minimum 20 hours we need for Samadhi Pada, which we have made it with 1 hour, 10 minutes and all. Any question if you have, please ask me. Any question? Yes, sir. Sanjeev, sir. You're on mute, sir.
नमस्कार सर.
नमस्कार सर. नमस्कार सर.
सर अभी आपने बताया डिटैचमेंट इज फ्री फ्रॉम डिस्टर्बेंस और डिस्ट्रैक्शंस. डिटैचमेंट.
Yes, sir. Free from
detachment is freedom from disturbance or distractions.
Yes, sir.
What about detachment with family members or detached family detached रहो तो detachment how it is disturbance or that?
Good question, sir. Good question. So initially, when you do 1 hour yoga, you keep the room closed, right? You keep the room closed. You keep your mobile off. You will say, people don't disturb me because those are disturbance you are keeping away from here. This we follow. When we grow and all, at one point of time, you will feel all the materialistic world is irrelevant. You will feel this is not required. I can sit and meditate. So those kind of things, that's why, people, when they see, that will not happen in one birth. It takes many births. It takes many births to leave a family and all. So that point of time, like for example, Ramana Maharishi born, at the age of 16 or 17, he started traveling outside his family. He just left his home and went to Tiruvannamalai. He just sat there. If you ask him, you are a very young, why you left your home, you would have smiled and you just kept there. Now the mind will change that time. You will see all those things are disturbance to me. I just want to do my sadhana. You came. So a stage will come That will tell you what are your disturbance. If really that is disturbance, you need to keep away. That's all. So it is whatever it is subjective. So I always heard detachment from outcome results. That is later. That is also true, ma'am. Whomever has written that, detached from results. That is Ishwar Pradidhana. That comes under devotion. That means I don't worry about bother about result. I dedicate my action and the result of action to the ultimate. That comes under devotion. But here detachment means what? See, suppose result is bothering you, get detached from here. Suppose you are working something, some result, you are so excited about the result. You are so agitated. Now you have to get away from it. So whichever is disturbance to you, you need to go away from it. Yes, Pooja ma'am.
Hello, sir. I want to ask that why Patanjali has talked about Samadhi path as like the first chapter of sutras. Usually we talk about the instruments and the basic things as first chapters and all, but like why Samadhi pada as the first chapter?
Why Samadhi Pada is first chapter, right? Is that the question?
Yes, yes. Like it's very kind of advanced thing, So like
Exactly.
we are understanding about Samadhi as a very pada.
Okay, very, very good question. Actually, we'll answer this question when we come to Sadhana Pada. This is Vyasa's commentary. Sage Vyasa says, why Samadhi is Pada first? Samadhi Pada is difficult Pada, right? It's not easy. All the Samadhis and all. Sadhana Pada is very easy. You come Sadhana Pada only, Kriya Yoga comes, Ashtanga Yoga comes, very easy to follow. So what Vyasa says in his commentary is, first difficult thing should be given to you. Because all of us have ego. When you say, can you learn this? I can learn. I have so much capability. We all have very high regards for us. We think we can do many, many things in spirituality. And that ego, to get that ego down, Patanjali has given the difficult path first. When the difficult path is given first, you know what happens? Two things will happen. People who are capable will pass through the path. Correct? People who are evolved, they get into Samadhi Pada, go through. Fantastic. And the people who fail, they understand, I am not fit for Samadhi Pada. This is not very difficult. Then the humiliation will come, the humbleness will come, everything will, gratitude will come. Then I will follow Sadhana Pada very studiously. Otherwise, we have that pride. I have everything. I know everything. I read this. I read that. This is Vyasa's commentary. That's why Samadhi Pada difficult is given first and the easiest given is next. This is explanation. Okay, there is one question in the chat box. Can you explain about... yeah, Pooja ma'am, do you have anything?
No, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. So what about Ritambara? See, Ritambara is what we are talking about, the highest power. Now we said, no, Ritambara Prajna means you get a highest power. Once you cross all the Samprajnata Samadhi, get into Asamprajnata Samadhi. In Ritambara means the moment you get that power, without the senses, you can function. Without eyes, I can see. Without ears, I can hear. I don't need any five senses. Without the five senses, I can understand the entire thing. The great sages and all, if you go in front of them, they will know your past, present, future. How they know? They are in Ritambara state. Not everyone. A realized being will have a Ritambara state. Ritambara means the highest power. He is seen as God. Ritambara state will come only in the last Janma. Like, for example, Ramana Maharishi, people saw him as God in the whole thing. And he attained Samadhi in that Janma. So, whenever your last Janma, that Janma, when you are going to attain the Samadhi, the final Samadhi, Nirbija Samadhi, you get self-realization, that final Janma, you will gain all the Ritambara. Ritambara means everything in your access. You can open the doors of God and go everywhere, wherever you want. So that is called Ritambara. Can you
Sir,
please explain?
yes.
Yes. Yes. Who is that?
Sir, I have a question, like with regard to the detachment. So in certain cases, like, even though we want to get detached, so we are not able to get detached for few things. So it is not possible in our, the day-to-day life that we would have built from the beginning. Okay, so how do we deal with such things to get detached and all that?
You should understand the seriousness of life. You want to climb the steps. Okay. When you put the first, your leg in the first step, you like so much, you be there itself. Can you climb? You need to detach from the first step, get attached to the next step. Detach from here, get attached there. Best thing is get attached to the higher thing. You want to get detached from lower thing, very difficult, but see the higher thing, get attached to it so that you naturally get detached from here. This is like reprogramming ourselves. We have been trained by society. We have been used by society. We are not living our life. We are living somebody's life. We need to understand this. Then we start doing things. Otherwise, it is not an easy thing. When we say samskara, the programming means it is not coming only from this birth, from many, many births it is coming. So we need the grace of God, Guru, our own effort, everything should be there. See, whatever you practice, you become that one. How much practice we did to come out of the detachment daily? Very less. Every day you start doing 1 hour something, you become expert in that, right? Today you don't know how to play football. You start playing from today onwards, every day 1 hour. After 6 months, you will become a good footballer, right? Compared to today, 6 months is great. Similarly, you need to carry out a lot of sadhana, especially detachment comes by knowledge. When you read many scriptures, you understand more, you gain more knowledge, then you understand the reality of life. Then naturally, your mind will get detached from lower, get attached to the higher. Complete detachment is later, that we are not talking. Get detached from lower. That means get attached to the higher. See, people are devotee means attached to God, right? They are also not detached. They are attached to God, detached to all the creation, attached to the creator. That is also good. So like that, you need to get attached to something higher. This year you take 1 step higher, next year 1 step higher. You keep on increasing your level. That is the only way. Reading scriptures helps a lot to understand detachment, coming out of attachment, all those things.
Okay, so thank you. But yeah, again, I just wanted to ask with regard to the responsibilities. So, this responsibilities, whatever we have in our life, is kind of a attachment itself. So, when we come to the responsibilities, we are not able to get detached because it is a part of our life. We have to complete that responsibility.
No,
So,
it is all our imagination. Today, if I die, you mean to say everything will stop in my family? Next 3 days they will cry, or 1 month they will cry. After that, it will be normal. Don't think we are running everything on our shoulders, everything runs. It is a way to postpone our growth. It is not hindrance actually. What is the problem? You handle your responsibility, you spend some time for yourself also. This is what the whole the cheating of mind try to convince us, telling that this you finish, that you finish. When you say yoga, people say what happened to you, why you are going to ashram? Do yoga after 70 years, after 70 or after 80, if all my five senses has come down, I'll become so sleepy. That time how will I pursue the highest path? I should pursue the highest path now, whatever age I am. So it is all like a play of mind. You say Maya or whatever it is. For that, I am not telling you detach or go away from your family. See, what is inside of you, you can determine. Correct? What is outside of you, your family can do. Do everything to your family. You spend some time. First, create 1 hour for you. I'll ask you a simple question. How much time we spend in entertainment every day on an average? Let's say 1 hour. Are you spending 1 hour to you? You are not spending 1 hour for your well-being, but you are able to spend 1 hour for entertainment. First, do that. Get at least that 1 hour detached and get for yourself. Then we'll see about responsibility. Tomorrow our job goes, or tomorrow I get into an accident, my hand got fractured. Suppose somebody fired me from my job. Do you mean to say my family will stop? Responsibility will stop? Everything will run. Don't worry about it. If you are willing, the doors will open. If I am not willing, the doors will never open. It depends on what I am willing. If I am willing to travel, willing to take that extra step, then God is there, nature is there, ready to do. The same thing, it happened to me when I before leaving the job, I was calculating. I was trying for the last 10 years. I want to come out. One day it got burst. So I just went that day and gave the paper. And I calculated for 1 hour. I just said, okay, whatever money I have, next 2 years, 2 years, 3 years, I can live for two times of food. I can take all my whatever savings I do. So much fear, for a male leaving a job, coming, not knowing anything in yoga, coming here, it's not a small thing. So I did it because it's like a pressure cooker, it burst out. And by God's grace, till now, it is now 6 years, 2018, 24, 6 years now, I'm not even opened out or used any of my FDs, what I have put. It is still there. But I earn only 10% of income, what I'm earning. By God's grace, with that 10%, everything gets solved. Whenever I get any problem, I get Only after 2018, I got all disease in my body. Till I was working, perfectly fine. After I got all kind of diseases. Even now I have. But somehow life is going fantastically. God is helping. Something comes. I'm not telling it will happen to everyone or something. What I'm telling is don't limit yourself. If you want to get into spiritual dimension, please spend at least 1 hour every day, then 2 hours every day. Try to reduce your materialistic thing, because even if you save 100 crores, that is not going to come with you. Even if I vanish today, my responsibility still will be handled by somebody. Let's not put our mind there. We will do our best to handle our responsibility. The first and the most important responsibility is to take care of yourself. You assured God before coming here, I will come back to you. I will play my role there. I will come back to you. That is the first commitment. Let's honor that commitment. We are forgetting that commitment to knowing ourselves. Not by knowing ourselves means not rejecting people or fighting with people. No, they are all helping us. You take our family, whether somebody in line with my thinking or against me, still they help me to grow. With all gratitude to our family and society, we can still evolve. We have to find the path out. That is the only way.
Thank you so much, sir. It was helpful for me.
Muthulakshmi, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Sir,
evening.
is a person who is understanding, realize about the creation, he only realize about the creator?
Yes, exactly. Otherwise, there is no possibility.
If a
Everybody.
person is not that kind of knowledge, he is more illiterate or a fool, they cannot able to see the creator, realize
No.
the creator.
Can you go to college without studying school? Can you get PhD without going to a college? It is like this. See, we may see from outside that person looks like stupid or idiot, somebody, but he may be a great yogi. Whatever he knows, he will not tell you out. He will still be singing bhajan like this and all. You'll be thinking he's just a normal person. No, he's a very, very, very big person. If you say devotee, that's an intelligent way to live. He's the smartest person in the world is a devotee, because his sadhana is simply is giving out. That's not easy. It has to be cultivated and nurtured. It will not come in one day. It comes by years of devotion and gratitude. The knowledge will be there. You see, a devotee or a karma yogi, jnana yogi, bhakti yogi, or whichever yogi, the paths are different. But the moment they start doing their sadhana, naturally they will get knowledge. They will know everything about this thing. Then they will grow. This is how it joins. So knowledge will come automatically, whether you like it or not. That's the path. You will get it. Only the starting point is different. Otherwise, after 50%, everything is the same path.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Any more question?
Yes, can you please explain one more time the 5 functions of the mind? I'm still not able to.
Okay. So those are the
grasp
5
it. Thank
functions
you.
of the mind. It is actually not 5 functions, 5 activities going on in my mind. What are the activities going on in my mind? One is the right knowledge. What I have, I will have right knowledge, some kind of right knowledge. I have some part of wrong knowledge. Right knowledge, wrong knowledge, imagination or fantasy. Then I have, I can sleep, right? This mind can sleep. And I have memory where I can retrieve data and all. These 5 are the activities of the mind. These 5 activities only the mind does. See, daytime I'm doing, I gain right knowledge or I gain wrong knowledge. I can sit and imagine somewhere I'm just in Himalayas, I'm traveling somewhere and all. This I can do, which is not reality. And I can sleep when everything is there. Then I recollect. I store information, everything, and I can recollect. These are the 5 activities which is going inside. If I control these 5 activities, then I can say I am in yoga because I control it. No, I'm not controlling. It's not under my control. It's simply going on. These 5 are seem to be like negative in the sense it is positive for survival. If I want to go beyond survival to attain self-realization, this 5 I need to eliminate. Right knowledge, when you have more right knowledge, you get a lot of ego. We get that pride. So right knowledge is useful to some extent to know the truth. After that, you need to go beyond right knowledge. Wrong knowledge, naturally, it takes me to opposite direction. So what we are saying is you have to go beyond the mind. That's what I say, chitta vritti nirodha, controlling the activities of the mind. If I want to control, I should be on, off, whichever I want, I should on. I should control all the 5 activities.
So I have a follow-up question again. So when you say that right knowledge and the wrong knowledge, That is after processing it, right? You're basically, it's the content of the mind after processing it. You're
Yes.
categorizing, putting some stuff into the right bucket and the wrong bucket, right?
Yes.
So even to do that, who is doing that processing? Is the
The
mind only?
the
What part of the mind is doing that processing?
Yeah, the simple process is done by by part of a mind called manas. See, when I use my five senses, see, for example, if you go to a kid and give this remote, I have a remote in my, if you give the remote, the kid will see like this, then it will touch, then it will shake and see, then it will put in the mouth. Why it is doing all those things? It is using all the five senses to understand this object. The more it puts in mouth, it is sweet, means it keeps its mouth and all. If it is not sweet, it will take it out. Now, all the five senses we are using to experience the object, and we are storing into the mind. That storage place where it lies, we call that as manas. Manas means what? Information is stored there, and whatever I want to do, I will do action without using my intellect. Okay. Suppose if you give a kid chocolate, immediately put its mouth. If you give some better thing, it will say, I don't want. This is done by manas. Manas is for survival. For survival, manas will go. Like all the animals have manas. It will not think, oh, this is a good food or bad food. This morning only I ate. Am I hungry or not? Or this person is good person or bad person. It will not think. It will just smell it. The smell itself knows to eat or not, it will eat. No extra thinking. A normal thinking will be there. That means manas. That means for survival. Intellect means I will know it is good or bad. It is right or wrong. Now, do I need to eat this or not? Do I need to take this decision or not? Intellect also gives awareness. I know I am thinking. I know there's an animal exists. I know everything is happening. The animal doesn't know. The animal sits there. You operate with your iPhone or iPad, or you sit in something and do. And maybe the world's the top businessman will be there, or a prime minister will be there. A dog or cat doesn't know. It doesn't know anything. It is having in its own world. Animal can exist in its own world. For its survival, the mind given is called manas. We have crossed the animal form. We are into human form. We have the animal tendency also. Beyond that, we have something called intellect. That means which can tell me what is right, what is wrong, how to go beyond. All those things given by buddhi. We call that buddhi. Intellect means buddhi. So that buddhi is there in us. But if we don't empower, we also live like animals. Most people does like that, right? Eating, sleeping, and reproducing and dying one day. This animal also does. If I also do the same thing, I become an animal. But what is the difference between animal and us? No, I am going to office. I am working in IT. I am a doctor. I am an engineer. Doesn't matter. You are earning your food. Animal is also earning a food. Animal is sleeping. It goes and even for drinking water, it runs for kilometer and somehow it gets its food. I am also getting my food. So what does that differentiate between animal and me is intellect. That intellect we need to empower. If I have an intellect, I can grow in a different way. If I don't empower the intellect, only on manas, if I am there, manas always goes beyond pleasure. Like I said, the sweet, when the sweet comes, manas says, take it and eat it. Intellect says, don't take. Both are part of me. But manas is a compulsive behavior. Intellect is not the compulsive behavior. If you empower it, intellect will take us into a huge, level where we will never experience.
Okay. Then in that case, the manas and buddhi are one of those five activities of the mind then? Or
No.
they are separate?
The five activities are happening in the mind. See, here the word, when I say mind, in Sanskrit we say chitta. Chitta means which contains buddhi, ahamkar, manas. Okay, that means it's a larger, chitta is the equivalent word for mind, English word mind. Okay, that's why in chitta we say manas and buddhi. The chitta is the mind, will have in the two part, manas and buddhi. In English, we say mind. So when I say English mind, the mind have part one, part two. You assume like that. The English word mind, I have part one, part two. In this part one and part two, 5 activities can only go. Or 2 parts of the mind, 5 activities goes. That's all.
Okay. 2 parts of the mind are buddhi and manas. Then
Yes.
in those 2, there are 5 activities happen.
Yes.
Okay, that is very clear. Thank you so much. It's really wonderful.
Yes. Kavita ma'am.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
yes, sir. Sir, actually, I couldn't join the meeting from beginning because it was saying like it was full. I was trying from long time and finally sometime back only I could join. Sir, is there any chance like I would get a preview of the session?
No, we'll send the recording, ma'am. I thought of putting in YouTube live, and before I start the session, 40, 50 people were there. That's why I have not put. After I've seen it was crossing 100. I will send the recording. I'll send a YouTube link. You can watch it, and you are free to send me any doubts you have. Please WhatsApp me.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Namaste.
Sir, I wanted to
Sir,
ask.
Yes, sir. Who is that?
sir, can I ask one theoretical question? You
Please, sir.
explain two paths of samadhi, major classification of samadhi. One is sambija samadhi and nirbija samadhi. So the ultimate aim of the or the ultimate goal of both samadhi is you explained that the bliss, I think. Sir, my doubt is that this is the two classification of attaining bliss, or the Sambija Samadhi is the continuation of the Nirbija Samadhi is the continuation of the Sambija Samadhi.
It is a continuation, sir. First is Sampragnata or Sabija Samadhi. Next is Asampragnata Samadhi. Then there is something called Dharmamega Samadhi, which is not discussed here. It comes in later chapter. Then final is called Nirbija Samadhi. Nirbija Samadhi is final. When one attains Nirbija Samadhi, he attains complete liberation. That's the final thing, where after that, there is no birth and death for that yogi. He attains, he finished everything. He will not come back. No birth, no death. He becomes one with everything. That's it.
Sir, this
Okay, thank you, sir.
Ananda which you have mentioned here in Sambija Samadhi, it is also a part of Sambija Samadhi, or after that 4 levels, you reach to a stage of Ananda and then you go for Asmita Rupa. Right?
Yes. All the 4 are part of Sampragnata or Sabija Samadhi.
And after that, you reach to the level of Ananda. There is this mention of
Vitarka, Vichara, Ananda, Asmita Rupa. All the 4 belongs to Sampragnata or Sabija Samadhi. Once you get all these 4, if you are continuing your practice, then you jump to right side, Asampragnata Samadhi. Once you continue Asampragnata Samadhi, the climax of Asampragnata Samadhi is called Nirbija Samadhi, which is the final Samadhi.
Okay.
It takes a little more time to digest. The names of Samadhi get into it. You think more, you can ask me question anytime. It takes a lot of time. Heavy food takes more time to digest. Don't worry, man. See, if any of you understood fully, then that is wrong. Somebody coming for first time, yeah, I understood everything, then that is wrong. There is some problem. Suppose you feel a lot of things I don't understand. That's quite common because every text needs a lot of explanation. Any more questions?
Sir, about the first thing as Samadhi Pada, you said that in Samadhi, if they feel it is very difficult, then the humiliation comes, and there is also quite a good chance that they will also reject it before tasting it. So, is it not a problem? I mean, maybe my question would be wrong, but
They are rejecting. I don't know. What is it?
I mean, if it is very difficult, like they cannot understand anything or the gist of what exactly it was about to guide you into it. Like if they understand, they will come with humility. The one who rejects it will not ever come back. Then the what should I say? The importance of learning it will that chance only goes away. No, sir. Is it not a thing?
When you start studying from LKG, UKG, first standard, second standard, if you finish schooling, suppose 5th standard you fail, they will not put you in 6th standard, right? You study 5th standard for next 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and you go 10th standard, you fail, again they will make you, till you pass, they will not leave you. Similarly, when we progress every samadhi or every stage of spirituality, if we fail anywhere, God is there to help us. God will give you more suffering or more something, pleasure also. Sometimes pleasure will help me to learn. Sometimes if I become a rich person, I will learn a lot. See, say life of Buddha. He's a king. He was a king, but he left everything. Sometimes suffering will make me to grow. That God knows very well. Accordingly, He'll give you. He will not leave us. See, whether we do sadhana or not, we should understand. Anyway, all of us are going to get mukti. Do you know this? Even if you don't do sadhana, you will be getting mukti. But are you going to get mukti after 10,000 years or 10,000 janma or after 10 janma? That is in my hands. 10,000 janma, difficult. 10 janma, something less we can do. Do you think from here onwards, suppose you need to take bath 10,000 times, you need to brush 20,000 times, you need to do this 1 lakh times, you will see, fall down. You'll be boring, right? Do you want to join school again? Do you want to join school again? You'll be boring. Similarly, when the life grows, you will be feeling, you will be saturated with this life. You'll be living a very satisfied. You'll be thinking, I'm okay with everything. I don't have this money I enjoyed, pleasure I enjoyed, everything I enjoyed. When you get that kind of fulfillment, then the nature responds. Nature will then promote us. Say, this guy is fully no desires. He quenched this thirst. When I quench my thirst, literally not acting, okay? With him, we cannot act. So when I really quench my thirst, live a satisfied life, happy life, then I'll be promoted. But if I have too much desire, I need to do this, do that, madly if I going, that is also God will say, next Janma, He will put me there, where to quench my thirst. Unless until I quench my thirst, I cannot grow. Just remember this. There's nothing wrong, people they are doing. But if I understand that desire will not solve my problem, the desire will go away. That possibility I have. That's why I said, when God comes and asks you, give you 3 boons, none of us have the question to ask. Because whatever you ask, still you suffer. Is that true? All of us understand that? Whatever you ask, you end up suffering. You get 100 crore or 1,000 crore or whatever it is. Because it is, if you understand whatever materialistic thing in how much be the quantity if I get, still if I suffer. So my suffering and materialistic world is no way related. Okay? My suffering, if it has to end, means I need to change to a different platform. If you understand this, then a maturity comes. Then you will think materialistic world is very limited. You will play with it, but you will not get attached with it. Okay, today food is not there, enjoy. Today is like, vratam. Tomorrow food comes, food eat. That kind of thing will come. This month I got less salary, do this thing. More salary, do this thing. But at least lot of courage. You may say, I can do it, sir. How to pay the school fees and college fees? See, if you want to live a materialistic world, please take care of yourself. If you work more, do more, save more. If you want to come more, do that. Or you reduce your load. We need to plan, that's all. You cannot have a highest materialistic ambition and highest spiritual ambition and you say, I want to do sadhana in Himalayas, I want to work as a managing director of company, go to office. These two at a time is not possible, right? Physically. But physically you can work on inside, you can live, you can do chanting, you can think about the text. But that's why we say every day satsang you need to have. Listen to half an hour. Any of your guru you like. Everybody talks truth only. Any guru whom you like. Read any text. If you do that, when you are working, all these things will go in your background. That means you are working in the materialistic world and spiritually inside. This is very good. Till you get that level, you can do this level.
Sir, I have a question. I do not know if it's related here, but we keep talking about moksha. So, why do we need to attain it in a very simpler terms? Because, like we've been taught and we've been raised, and spiritually we want to reach there. But why we want to reach there?
No need. You be happy with your own thing. Are you happy now? No need. See, moksha is the highest happiness. That's all. Don't think moksha is somewhere. Moksha is here only. Moksha is understanding I am the soul. That is moksha. Moksha is not I elevate myself, do one thing. Simple thing is, if you are happy on your own nature, be there. You don't need to do yoga also. No sadhana is required. Problem is, I've tried many things. I am unable to sustain my happiness. Today I bought a car. I'm so happy. Next day I'm not happy. That happiness comes down. Now I'm thinking how to get that eternal happiness. If you want to get the eternal happiness, you go towards spiritual path, moksha. That's the only thing. Otherwise, if without moksha, I'm so happy, you are a great being. Is it possible for you? I'm asking. If it is possible, be that. You buy a car today, you are happy. So every day, can we buy a car? Possible, not possible, right? Even every day, if you buy after some time, you'll be bored. Okay, I bought all the cars. Okay, what else you want? Every day, we give you 10 wishes. Even if you fill all the 10 wishes every day, still you will live unhappy. Why? The maturity is not there because I understand the object is me. I wrongly understand this is me, that is me, that is me. I go behind it. I am not of all these things. I am somewhere here. if I understand my own reality, if I understand my own identity, then I'll be happy. I don't know who it is. See, you know you have a body, you know you have a mind. Have you experienced your Atma soul? None of us experience our soul, right? I experience my body, I experience my mind. If I experience my soul, which is the highest boss sitting inside, then you can easily come out of your mind. You can control your mind. Just imagine I'm eating a bitter food, which I don't like, or a tasty food I like. I enjoy the tasty food. The moment I swallow, from here, who takes care of things? I don't control. The moment I swallow, huge intelligence is functioning in my body. That intelligence takes over the entire control till the food is eliminated. It segregates the food, it extracts all the nutrients and other energy, and whatever it has to function, it is function nicely. Now, who is doing all those things? Who is making everything happen? You can say it is gene, it is mind. There is something that we call as Purusha or soul or Atma, which makes everything to function. Now, the question is, have we ever experienced that Atma? If I experience that Atma, then all these things become so small. I can close my eyes and live in bliss. So, spirituality is understanding the spirit within you. Spiritual. That's it. Nothing going to here, there, and all. Why you're going here and there, doing activity to calm the mind. The mind needs activity. So, do all kind of activity. But the goal is to calm the mind and sit relaxed. Without activity, I cannot sit. That's the whole problem. Even weekend, people want to go outside, right? They don't want to spend at home. Activity, even weekend or, if you go to vacation anywhere, activity. Why activity? Then only I can calm my mind. But if you understand, get experience of the soul, you can calm your mind. Just close your eyes and be here for hours together. You can enjoy your bliss. To get that access, that extraordinary intelligence which is inside me, if I eat a food that gets digested, that becomes me. Who is functioning, controlling my heart? Who is controlling my kidney? Who is telling my kidney to filter so much so and maintain the pH level of my blood? Maintain the sugar level, maintain the temperature. This is not just body and mind. This is extraordinary intelligence. If I get access to this extraordinary intelligence, then I can say I found myself. Any more question? No questions? Yes. Okay. If there are no more questions, think for more question, and we will meet in Sadhana Pada. For Esvyasa people, you're able to follow a little bit outside who are from Esvyasa. Okay. Please feel free to.
It was very nice, sir.
Okay.
We could understand
It was
everything.
very nice, sir.
Super
Thank you.
well.
Thank you so much. Seriously.
Super well.
Thanks for.
Session.
At least we are not afraid now.
What is that?
We are not afraid now. At least we'll try.
It
That's
was
the main
so
thing.
much hyped, yeah.
I want to make sure, because the moment Yoga Sudha people afraid of it. So nothing to afraid about it. It's very easy. Only thing is you need right person to teach and clear your doubts. That's it. It's a very, very easy and interesting subject.
Actually, we should thank Nipa Didi also. She was the one who has
Nothing like
taken
that,
the
Harika
decision.
ji. It is all sirs. I just called him and he only gave me this idea. Why don't you collect people? So
Somehow,
today we all.
past 2 years, I'm getting some connection from Esvyasa people, and I just wanted to. I found it so difficultly. 3-4 years I spent to understand, and I want to give it in 40-50 hours, and I'm ready to give that 40-50 also free if 20 or 25 people comes with video on, because this is just giving knowledge. That's it. So you will be spreading more. So don't worry about it. It will be really very easy, and I'm whatever best possible, whatever I know, I'll just definitely give it. Thanks a lot. Thanks for Nipaji and all those people. Thanks for the opportunity given. Yeah.
Thank
We'll
you,
meet
sir.
again.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. It's really helpful.
Thank you so much.